There's a baby. Let's see. Turn my chat buttons on. Hey! You leaving me for your brother? Hey! Hopefully it's working. It just said it was reconnecting, and is it working, you guys? Let's see if maybe that works better. Is that working better? Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Oh my goodness, we have not done a live in a month. How are you all doing? Hopefully it's working better now. I turned off my Wi-Fi because apparently my Wi-Fi doesn't like me today. I don't know if anybody said anything because it is not processing through anything yet. Hello, 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 everyone. Hope you all are having a great day. It is like much warmer here today and the sun is shining and it's beautiful out. It's like a perfect spring day here in Western Carolina. It's very, very nice, which is good because the past couple days it got really super cold and has been super windy. So I'm glad that has all pushed its way through. Hello, everyone. I'm hoping this is working. I am literally not seeing any comments. Oh wait, here we go. Now they're showing up. I'm telling you, you guys, YouTube does not like me today. Good morning, Mandy. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Emily and Carrie. Oh my gosh. So you guys see Sodbuster living on there? She sent me, oh my gosh, her dream last night was hilarious, and it had to do with me and Brandon, and I told him about it and he was like cackling laughing. He thought that was so funny. I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. I told him, I said, come here, you have to hear about this dream. And he goes, no, I don't even want to hear it. I hate hearing about your crazy dreams. And I'm like, no, this wasn't my dream. And so I read him your message and he was like, okay, that's pretty funny. That's a good one. Hopefully this keeps. Okay, good. So hopefully everything is working better now. My Wi-Fi apparently doesn't like me anymore today. All right, yeah, it was just so funny. So apparently in her dream, I was processing chickens apparently and doing a good job, she said. And apparently she decided to get super duper assertive, I guess would be the word, with Brandon on what he should be podcasting and preaching about next. And apparently it was a whole debacle going down. So, you know, that's always great. Brandon found that pretty entertaining. Although I do, did you guys get to listen to, we did a podcast date last week, which I thought was really super fun and I really enjoyed it. So hopefully Brandon will let me do it with him again. He probably won't, but I really enjoyed it and thought our podcast date was a blast. And I don't know if he would want to do this for the podcast date or this could just be a standalone podcast, but oh, good. Shelly, shut up. That's so funny. Isn't it funny when like you think back to your dreams and you're like, why would I be doing that? Like I would tell myself, like, shut up. Why are you doing that? Yeah, shut. I got it. I loved the podcast date and I thought, except for the fact that you couldn't hear what I was saying back to you guys. I know, I hate that. That's the part about podcasts. I know most of you say like I was talking back to you the whole time. You just couldn't hear me. I love doing the podcast date with Brandon. I had an absolute blast. So hopefully he liked it and will invite me back. But I found he has like a handful of podcasts that he has to do like on specific requested topics. And I feel like I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So hopefully we can get focused and get these podcasts up and going. but I got an email. I'm signed up for a bunch of these different like Bible study topical things or whatever. And usually I just kind of roll my eyes and delete them. But there was one today that caught my attention. And then I read through it and I thought it was really, really good. So I want to sit down and do a podcast on that. So I don't know if that will be Monday's podcast date or if it will just be like a standalone podcast that gets to come out or whatever. But he is preparing for tomorrow. He's going to be back in Matthew for that. And then, yeah, I don't know what he has going on, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that because I thought that was a lot of fun. You guys should see him today. I doubt he'll come up here, but he's got since it's warmer weather, he's got like his shorts and his t-shirt on and his little shoes. He looks like 18-year-old skater boy him again. It was super cute. And then I shared my updated 7 dresses for 7 days ish wardrobe with you guys in the vlog that went up today. I got everything updated and changed yesterday, and this is one of those like super cheap $9.86 Walmart dresses, and it has pockets. So for under $10, it's super easy to wear and you get pockets. That's like a pretty big dress win. Oh yeah, and in her dream, she was visiting us, yet we had to drive back home. I thought that was hilarious. You're like, so it was so great coming to meet you and then making you leave in my dream. So how that worked out, I'm not quite too sure. But that was a good one. After she totally like reamed Brandon for what he's going to be podcasting and doing his sermons on, which is hilarious. Hello, Deanna. How are you? So what are you guys up to? Or anybody doing anything fun or enjoyable this weekend? Like I said, it is warm and sunny and gorgeous over here today. So we are excited to have a nice meal tonight. I got some steaks that we're going to grill. We get those little like cheap steaks from our store usually for our Sabbath meal each week, and then I usually just cook them on the griddle inside, but it's nice so we can cook outside tonight, which is super exciting. And I'm sure pretty much as soon as I get done doing this, my kids will be back in the pool, so that's pretty much where they'll be. Ooh, put in Morgan, you're busy. Yeah, we got up this morning and I knew we've been these past couple days with it getting so cold again. We knew today was supposed to be warmer, so we were like excited for everything to come in. So I got the windows open this morning and so nice. Trying to get life in order. Then we always finish our Saturdays with a family movie. That's awesome. I love that. Those things that you do. Ooh, back inside from a run. I should do that. I did not do that. Lily and we love, I got her on my like Jane Austen train of watching different movies and stuff a while back. And so it had been a while and we were cleaning out a cabinet. I had found it's the newer Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley in it. And I had found it at a thrift store for like $1 or whatever a while back. And so we have the DVD. And so she found it when we were cleaning stuff out. And she was like, oh, can we watch that? So we watched the first half of it night before last, because last night we had a bonfire. And then tonight she's like, we are finishing our movie, right? Cleaning out and moving the freezer today. That's exciting. I love cleaning and organizing our fridge and freezer and pantry and all of that stuff. And all of it is a mess because nobody else really put stuff back the way I put it back. And my girls spill stuff everywhere. So I should probably do that too. You guys will give me a whole list of things that we can work on this weekend. The kids have gotten pretty good at cleaning out and doing that. No, like Colin Firth is, and that's what I grew up with my mom watching because that is her favorite too. But I like the new one. I really do. And Lily loves it. But we've watched all of the old ones as well. And what do I need to do to convince you? I do love it. Oh, that's awesome. The soundtrack for that one. Yeah, you might want to wait for the sun to go down now, Deanna. I know. And my mom, I know, my mom would. It isn't complete. It really isn't. It is missing so much. It doesn't have everything, but I do like it. I do like it. But that's why I showed Lily. I said, but we have to sit down and you have to watch the complete one with everything because there is so much more. And she did notice when we watched and compared the two, and she was like, that has so much more in it than the other one does. And I said, I know, I know. So I think they both have a great place. But you're right. The other one does have so much more. I think the newer one, it's prettier. Maybe not. I don't know if prettier is the word. I don't know. I kind of like the way it's shot. But okay, I tried a 24-hour fast, you guys. I've been sharing with you guys. I haven't been feeling well. My adjustment from the chiropractor, I think, is starting to set in, and I feel like I'm being eased a little bit. Although every day at some point, Olivia has like headbutted me or done something and causes a massive headache to like immediately set in. So she's like my ticking time bomb that I'm like hiding from each day to keep that because it's literally happened every day now. Um, I've been focusing this week on trying to stay away from wheat, dairy, and sugars, which for the most part, I think I do like an okay job at, but I've been trying to be intentional this week. They do need a good version of Mansfield Park. Hey, Tathy. So we're talking about, yeah, Pride and Prejudice. The new one with Keira Knightley, and then there's the old one with Colin Firth that has way more in it. And we have the book. I have the book that I found at a thrift store forever back. And so Lily's like, we need to sit down and read the book now too. But I have been staying away from those, like trying to be intentional. And I think, look at, there's a chicken. Hey, Debbie. Um, so I've been doing a pretty good job with that this week and working on just like lots of teas and especially like dandelion tea and stuff like that. And then kind of easing back into my intermittent fasting, which I think I've been doing pretty good with. And then yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to do one 24-hour fast. I've been wanting to do, I was like, what if like every week I did one 24-hour fast just to try to help my system kind of like reset itself and cleanse itself out and stuff like that. And so yesterday I had that shake that I shared with you guys that I made that and I had breakfast and then I stopped eating and then I timed it so that way when we get done with this and we go and we have lunch, that will be my 24 hours. So I did not think it through. And yesterday, like late afternoon, the kids were like, "Oh, can you make more bread?" And I was like, "Of course, I will totally make you guys more bread." Well, when fresh bread comes out of the bread maker, like you have to eat it. You can't not eat a piece of fresh made bread. So I did eat a couple little chunks, but I was mindful and I just had little chunks as opposed to like totally chowing down and eating a ton of bread. So technically, I did eat a little something, but come on, you guys, it was fresh bread. Like, how do you not? But really, yeah. Brandon's ignoring us. He's rewriting the podcast to be about a woman's place because apparently some women think they can just storm into our house that they then make us leave and tell him what he needs to be talking about and teaching about. So that's what Brandon's busy doing. That is yeah, so I ate that, but it was just a couple little chunks. I didn't eat very much. I don't think I ate anything else. And this morning, like I actually feel really good. I woke up this morning like feeling great. I feel like my body feels like less bloated or so, like I don't know. I feel okay. I really it's not bothering me. Last night for a couple minutes, I think when I smelt the bread and everything smelt really good. I also for dinner last night made the family a dinner that I really don't like. So it was kind of one of those like, ooh, that looks good, but then I remembered that I don't like the way it tasted. So it made it a little bit easier, I think. Um, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing when you start avoiding all of the processed stuff and like upping your, God-made foods with like your veggies and your fruits and stuff like that, how things start to like level out. Beans and seeds and nuts. And see, and that's great because I really like eating that stuff. Yeah, there's nothing like fresh bread. So when fresh bread comes out of a thing, you have to. Our house has been kind of chaotic. Well, and it's really hard. And I know Brandon's frustrated, but it's hard. We've got like a million people in our house. So there's constantly a million crazy, ridiculous things happening. So he gets interrupted like every 3.5 minutes, which doesn't help. And then it makes him a little stressed out, understandably. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's a really pretty cardinal over here. And I probably couldn't get it if I tried. But it's really pretty. So just know that up here with the chickens is a really pretty bird. I like doing this outside. Did you try the shake? I love. Did you put like fruit and stuff with it too or not? Lex kept telling me about that shake, and she's been talking about it for a while now. She sent it to me, like I had to scroll back a ways in our conversation to find when she had sent me the link. And I was kind of like, we'll see. I'm usually not like, I'll do smoothies and stuff like that, but I'm usually not. It's the same one I got, that Nature's Bounty. I don't know, whatever I don't remember what it's called. Um, but it was that one that I got this week. I finally got it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try that because it's got so many. It's got like probiotics and so many vitamins and different things, and I know I'm lacking a lot of things, so I'm like, let me go ahead and try to do that. Um, 3.5 minutes exactly. Um, but I knew I needed more. And so Lex had said that she was doing it and she threw in like a handful of like mixed berries, like frozen mixed berries. I do just 1 scoop of the powder. Um, and it is so good. It's like drinking brownie batter, but like it's not, and it's pretty good for you. There's a couple things like I wish it didn't have, but it's really good, thus cleaning out the freezer. The shakes were really good, and I never did like Shakeology, which I know is like a pretty popular one, but I know in the reviews on Amazon, people say it's like very, very comparable, but like a lot cheaper because it was really inexpensive. It was like $7.99 for the container, and I think it's supposed to make like 20 some odd shakes if you use 2 scoops, but I only used 1 scoop because 2 scoops was just, it was too thick. It was too much for me. And makes she humbly suggest, Brandon, you see that? You better hurry and do it before she shows up in our house and starts yelling at you, honey, and telling you what to do. Gluten-free for 13 years since I realized that my kids inherited my husband's intolerance for gluten. Gluten-free. Hey, Holly. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, the 2 scoops would be just too thick, too much for me. I couldn't handle that. Um, Yeah, see, I'm a big smoothie person and I love making smoothies. I try to do like a green smoothie base and then throw in a handful of berries, and I love smoothies. I could live off of them. But usually Brandon likes shakes and usually I don't like them, but throwing in the handful of berries with it, I think was like a big thing for me. So I'm really glad Lex suggested that. I thought it was kind of weird at first because I've always made shakes for Brandon and he just does it with a liquid. He doesn't put any of that in there. So I was like, that's kind of weird, but yeah, I really liked it. I think she sometimes does. Yeah, and I'm super full. Like after I make one of those shakes, I am good to go for like hours upon hours because it really does. It really does fill me up. And then I've been doing an organic soy milk with it, and I really like it. It's really good. But yeah, I am really surprised. My first 24-hour fast, and I feel fine. I mean, I can tell that I'm hungry, but not like I'm ready to have lunch when we're done, but not like dying. And I feel, like I said, I just feel less like bloated and uncomfortable this morning. Like when I got up, I really noticed a lot of that, those kinds of changes. So I think maybe even incorporating this into like a weekly thing, I feel really good. Um, Yes, absolutely. I would take the turmeric and ginger supplements too to try to help with like my arthritis and pains. But yeah, I really like this shake. Um, Start drinking turmeric. Yeah, I need to start incorporate. I was taking some supplements, but I should bring in one of those teas too. Yeah, that part's exciting. So I also found, I only got it because I found it on clearance for $4. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have spent the like $15 on it. But I did find, it's just I don't remember what all was in it, but it was just a mix again of some different herbs and spices and stuff that is supposed to help not only a lot of the dandelion tea to help with the detox process, but it had some stuff to help kind of rejuvenate the absorption and all of that as well. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead and add those in and take those because that can't help. Yeah, I really, it's amazing to see. Yeah, that makes a good sense. That makes sense with the supplements don't always break down the way our bodies need it to, but infused in tea gets it in the bloodstream quickly. Yeah, that's a great idea. I should do that. I know sometimes I see some of the teas, I'm like, but I really don't like the flavor. If I just take it in a supplement, then I don't actually have to like taste it. But you're right, I should get over it. I know Lex did for a long time, maybe she still does, I don't know, but the golden milk, I don't know if you guys have done that, but it really wasn't that bad. It really was pretty good, but she did like a heated up like a coconut milk, I think, and then put a mixture in with the turmeric and I don't remember what else was in it, but that's supposed to help, and I should really probably do that too. I just haven't yet. But it is nice to feel like I feel like once I need to go to the chiropractor a couple more times probably to just continue getting everything back in place because it's been out for so long. But having things kind of get moved back into place, seeing the difference with doing the shake and kind of watching what I'm bringing in. Yeah, yeah. And you're right. The more you drink it, you kind of get used to it. Like apple cider vinegar. When you start doing that, you think you're gonna die, but then like you do the app. I do the shots. Like I make little shots with apple juice and cranberry juice. And the first couple of times, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so strong. But then after a while, it's not that big of a deal, and you can drink it totally fine. Um, Lots of dandelion teas. I know I like that. And I did get they had them at Walmart. They had these bags. One was like a detox and one was like beauty and it was supposed to help with skin and stuff like that. But I liked them because they're already little pre-mixed bags and all of the things that were in them are things that I love um, drinking anyways. Yeah, lots of dandelion tea. So I've been mixing that and having a peppermint tea in the morning, mixed with the detox one, which again has more peppermint in it, and then the other one I have in the evening is what I've been doing anyways. It's really good. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the apple cider vinegar, if you do it, I put like a spoonful of the apple cider vinegar and then equal amounts of cranberry juice, or you can even do like a little bit more cranberry, but like pure organic cranberry juice. And that really cancels out the taste of it. And then I like top the little like medicine cup off with a little bit of apple juice. And that is like totally different. My brother also found, because I make everybody drink apple cider vinegar when they're getting sick or something like that. My brother found that if you drink the apple cider vinegar and then you eat a pickle, it like cancels out. It cancels out the awful taste. So those are our tricks. Make good girl moonshine. Is that what you do with the apple cider vinegar? Is that what it is? That's what we do. But it's so good. It's so good. So I'm hoping that some of this is working. And I know, I mean, it's so easy. I mean, all of the things that we eat, like it's not that gluten's bad for you, but we eat so much of it, and then what we eat is usually covered in like GMOs and pesticides and all of that other stuff that it just makes for a horrible, horrible mess. Apple cider vinegar, ginger, lemon, drop of stevia, ice, and water. Oh, that's cool. I have to make some of that. Your favorite drink in the summer. Oh, we'll have to try that. So yeah, we're getting there. I did see I don't know, a farmhouse on Boone, she did a gluten-free sourdough something or other, which I have wanted to kind of retry and retackle sourdough starters. Lex and I had done this a while back, and then we spent so much time like watching it and like calling each other each day, talking about it, and like stressing about our sourdough starters. I eventually gave up, so I need to try again. Very true. Yes. I haven't tried the flavored apple cider vinegars from Walmart. I've seen them and I always contemplate it and go, I should probably try one of these, but we haven't. Um, Yes, I do love Farmhouse on Boom because it is all of her stuff is so simple. So I've been watching lately and I was like, you know what, especially I got the bread maker and the different things. I was like, you know, maybe we need to give this a shot again. And Lex and I, this was a few years back when we tried it. We were constantly talking like it was our another baby as we were trying to get our sourdough starter going. Oh yes, and a response to Brandon saying when he went to physical therapy again yesterday, basically there's so much damage to the tissue and the joints and everything in there. They're kind of just like, we don't really know what to do for you. Things just feel like really, really bad. And he's like, okay, so what do we do? And so physical therapy's been going pretty good, but it's really just a very, very, very frustrating process. Uh, yeah, bread should not, oh my gosh. I think I lucked out because my aunt baked bread a lot. So as a kid, it was something we did a lot. So I never thought of it as being intimidating. But once you get, like, you understand kind of the basics and the simplicity of it, it can be really, really easy. Yeah, so the physical therapy is really helping him to work with what he has. So they're really helping him with some stretches and exercises and different things. Hey, Karen, and doing different stuff to help him. The lady, it's so poor Brandon though, because he has to go back there, and the whole time they're like, "Well, we need you to look this way or do that," and like he has like no motion, so he thinks he's turned, and they're like, "No, no, no, you have to turn." He's like, "I am. That's what I have," and they're like, "Okay, hold on, let me help you," and they go in to try to move him, and they're like, "Oh wow, you really have no motion, do you?" He's like, "See, I told you." There's none. This is what I got. He asked me last night, he's like, should I make up some cool story? Because they always ask, like, what happened? Why are you this way? And he doesn't really have a cool story. Like, there's lots of little things that have happened over the years, but nothing like I was a professional football player. I was in some crazy car accident. Like, he has no cool story to go with why things are the way they are. So he's like, maybe I should come up with like a cool a cool story of why everything is like this. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did share, it's not one for the bread maker, it's one that you put in the oven. I'm sure if you figured out how to cut it down properly, it could work in the bread maker, but we found one bread recipe that was the one we were using this winter that is like the easiest, most like no-fail bread recipe ever. So if you feel like it's intimidating to make your own bread, you could totally check that out because it's really super simple. And there's nothing like fresh bread. And again, getting like sprouted grain, so that way your body can absorb the stuff better, making it at home so it's not full of all of that, like all the nasty chemicals and stuff they put in it to make it do different things. It can make a big difference. So that's my goal anyways. If we're gonna have stuff, at least let it be stuff that we've made and done ourselves. Oh yeah, and physical therapists, I mean the stuff that we've watched them do, physical therapists, occupational therapists, the stuff that we've watched them do with Brandon's mom, and then now that he's seeing as he's working through and doing stuff, it definitely is a very, very big job. Oh, ow. Both hips replaced at age 45. Ouch. Yeah, scary. Start going and all the things keep falling apart. That's hard. Tomorrow will be, I hope you guys are not tomorrow. Tomorrow is church, so 1 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. You guys can come join us for that. Hey Carrie, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. But on Monday, I have the Heavenly Minded Homemaker video. I did one kind of sharing about the things in our home that are super frustrating for me and the ways that we try to combat some of those things. So I'm excited to share that one with you guys. I mean, everybody has their different things that are the things that are frustrating for them. But I was sharing some of the different things that we've done to kind of try to help combat some of that. And then super exciting, the bathroom still isn't even completely done. One of our big hangups that we had was that the hoses to connect the faucet that came with the faucet we got weren't long enough because I raised the counter height up. And so we ordered a new one. It got lost in the mail. Then the one they finally sent was the wrong one. And then finally we got the right one literally just this week. And so my brother hooked it up for us this morning, and we were so excited to turn on, because we've had that beautiful faucet that I got on Amazon for super duper cheap. But we've had it for over a year now. And then for the past like month since I've been redoing the hall bathroom, it's just been sitting in there and we couldn't actually use it. And so we literally were all in there this morning just to turn the water on and like see the water come out. Like it was the most exciting thing we've ever seen. So we were super excited to get to see the new faucet finally work. That's amazing. Can't wait to come on thing. Uh-oh, the baby's losing her mind because she needs to fall asleep. That's crazy. Isn't it nuts what you can do? Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to be on my channel. It's like basically, I think we did catch my brother on there a couple times. They pretty much know that at any given time when you're here helping me do things or doing different stuff, if I have my phone, like there's a possibility that you're going to end up on camera. So we have caught my brother Alan a couple times. Larkin didn't know when we were doing the bathroom, I had the camera set up for like a time lapse, and he walked in and was talking to me, and I just let it go. So I've got him a couple times. But yeah, they all pretty much hide all the time. He's in the house right now hiding. He like waves from afar. So that way they don't have to get caught. Because nobody wants to come hang out with me. I'm so glad you got to join us, Carrie. It's fun. I like getting to do this. It's cool to take a few minutes and get to catch up with you guys. You know, Brandon and I have shared before, but when we do these things, it's so like starting with the podcast and all the other things, like it's so one-sided. We just see like what we're putting out there, but you have no idea how people are receiving it or like taking any of it. So getting to do some of the lives, and especially now like with the church and stuff like that. Oh yeah, they're always teaching the baby skate tricks and stuff like that. So I catch little things here and there, but it's cool getting to do the lives and get like, you know, feedback, and so you're talking to people and it's not just you talking into a camera all the time. Although we need to spend more time doing that. Um, Brandon was there too. That's so funny. I think they all just need to get over it. It's not that big of a deal. Just come and hang out and chat with everyone. I'll have to do I'll have to do some pictures of the bedroom today. Brandon and I have had the same bed set for over 7 years. And we get the chicken out of here, please? Debbie? No, ma'am. Bad chicken. I fenced in this area so they couldn't come up here, guys, and they still make it up here. Debbie. Debbie. Nobody's getting Debbie. That dream's so funny. But we have had the same bed set for over 7 years, and I know, I mean, I shared with you guys, but like when we moved into this house, we did nothing. And our room especially has just always been like brown and gross, and just the last room that I ever go into, like ever do anything in. And it kind of stinks. Like you want to have a room. Good job, Debbie. You want to have a room and a space that's nice, you know, and I'd like to do that. Brandon's bathroom, I have to get his bathroom done next. Like that is the big one. But getting like a few things done and like fixed up in there, it has been so nice. Okay, see, that would be so cool if I had like a quilt or something that was made well that would last and we could never like have to get anything else. That would be fantastic. Like I have an aunt who makes quilt, and I've thought about, you know, finding like some fabrics or things that I like and maybe sending it to her and having her make us a quilt. If we could have something like that we could have and it would last and it would be done, that would be cool. Ours isn't though. Ours has been a comforter that's like falling apart, and like the stuffing's coming out of the bottom, and like all of these different things. The sheets don't stay on, and like all of these different issues, and it drives me crazy. And so it's been like almost a month now, but I found like a bed in a bag set, I love when I could find the like Amazon warehouse specials. So like it um it comes a little, the box and everything's a little beat up or whatever, but it's the product is still fine. And so I got it. You guys, it was like $40. Um Tell them what you said. What did you say, hun? I don't remember what you said. I know he likes um what you said about the room, how you guys crushed my little spirit and dreams last night. Yeah. So we get, I found it and it was really pretty, except for the print is white. And he was like, honey, are you sure? And I was like, but the other side of it is gray. So we'll just use the reversible side. So yesterday I got it. Not that everything's done because nothing's done and finished, which is fine. It's not a big deal. But I, I got it all done and I said I just want to see what it looks like with the white pretty side up, just to see, like just so I know what it can look like. And literally as I was like trying to show my brother, I'm like, come look, see what I got done. And I took a picture and I sent it to Brandon because he was down in his office and I was trying not to bug him, so I sent him a picture. And as I'm in the midst of doing that, the dog comes running in and like jumps up on top of the bed. I'm like, really? Come on now. So by last night, I already um, flipped it over so the gray side is what is up. And then this morning when they opened the door, because of course the girls let the puppy out in the morning and the puppy comes outside and goes to the bathroom, but then after she's done walking through the dirt and the mud and the rain, whatever it is, she comes into the house, busts into our door and jumps up on the bed to love on Brandon, because every morning she like jumps on top of him and just licks his face forever, which you guys saw. So that's what she does. And so this morning, already on the nice, pretty, like super soft, like freshly washed, like smelt so good sheets are big old puppy prints, like all through the thing. So already, there it goes. But it was really nice for that, like, few moments that existed, that it was, nice and pretty. And I told Brandon though, I said, so the gray side will be the side that's up. And then every night when I crawl into bed, I will have that like brief moment of time where I see the really pretty print, like as I lay the blanket on top of me. So that's what I got. I'll take it. It is what it is. Some other day I'll have something pretty. But it was so cute. Um, yeah, they're ridiculous. I don't like hearing about it either. But it was so cute because as I was sitting there and I was trying, like I made everything so pretty and I was just trying to show the guys what I got done. And then my brother and Brandon, they both said, they were like, honey, it's not that you don't deserve to have nice things and I want this for you and you did such a great job and it looks so beautiful and you've made the room like this great little retreat and it's all so pretty and calming and peaceful and whatever. And Brandon was like, it's not that you don't deserve it, it's just that it's not gonna happen. And so they were like, one day you'll be able to have nice things and it will be wonderful. And we will get you all of the nice things and we will set it all up exactly how you want it. And it will be wonderful. So like this morning, my brother came out and I was sitting here in my nice little swing that Brandon got me that I love. And I was just sitting here and enjoying. And my brother goes, is that thing comfy? You really like that thing, huh? And I said, yeah, it's really nice. And he goes, hey guys. And he goes, don't worry. One day I will get you. You can have one of these hanging out of every tree on your property, and it will be so enjoyable for you. Just not now because your kids will destroy it. Yeah, probably so. Hello, Sadie. Hello, Nate. How are you guys? So yes, he said it's not that, you should get to have nice things, but guys, my house, it's a lot of moving pieces and everything gets destroyed, so that's okay. But I did get to see it and it looked really pretty, but now it's just, I'll post a picture afterwards, but now it's just the gray side up and then I just fold it down a little bit so I can see that there is the pretty print, but it's just the gray side. That's what we get right now because it's no good. It's just, they're they're very wild and free, carefree children, and so that's cool and that's fine, and I want that for them. But then they bring the mess of being wild and free children all through my house. all day long. That's where the problem comes in. And the thing that gets me is like the things that they have no reason to be into are the things that attract them the most. Like when I got it all done, I was like, Brandon, come look. Like I know it won't stay like this all the time. And it's very simple. It's not even that it's a lot of stuff. It's very, very simple. But like I got a cute little throw blanket because sometimes you need a little extra blanket. So I said, well, yeah, to have a little light throw blanket at the end of the bed, like that would be, oh, hey, rooster. Um, and I did that, and Olivia immediately comes in and just grabs it and throws it on the floor. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you come into my room just to grab the blanket and throw it on the floor and then keep walking? Like, I just, why? I don't understand. I don't understand. Today is not that day. No. We have no more roosters, John. We are roosterless, which makes Brandon very, very happy. It's like me wanting no more grass and just the gardens. They want the grass to play. I know. One day it'll happen. And that's fine. I get it. And that's cool. I don't want to be like crazy over thinking that things, have to be a certain way and nobody gets to have any fun and, things like that. But then there's some things. It's like, guys, come on. Do you have to be so destructive with it? I know, I know. The cat got in the room earlier and I was like, "No, I actually put curtains up." They're not even real curtains, you guys. I did they're the $5 flat sheets from Walmart, and then I just put them up on with clips on the cheap um little posts that I have because I like really long curtains. I like very, very long curtains. They're my favorite, and I like for curtains to kind of puddle a little bit at the bottom. Like that's my favorite. And I do that nowhere else in the house because I know they'll get destroyed, but it's my favorite. So I was like, you know what? In our room, I am going to do nice long curtains and let them puddle at the floor a little bit, and nobody will touch them because it's in my room and it stays shut all day. And the little time I'm in there in the morning and at night, I can see the pretty curtains, and it'll be, totally worth it. And hopefully the cat never gets in there because she will destroy them. Um, Yes, I'm sure Olivia and Blossom would be like total double trouble. We should never let the two of them get together. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, the things they do. And it's just like, oh my goodness. That child, you guys, Olivia has been next level. I feel like we've had toddlers before, and maybe I'm just like, I don't remember or something, but she is like next level. And she like listens to nothing. She is full throttle at all times and just so much. We don't know what to do with this kid, but she makes me so tired. Oh, Rose for Mama. Okay, I haven't read that book. These two older kids are raising their siblings because their parents died, and the girl is talking about how she wants the kids to have a childhood, but how much chores they have to do, understandably. Zealous. She is. That is a good word for Olivia. She's zealous. Yeah, she's a lot. I'll have to look up that book. And the brother says, yes, we want them to be children, but responsible children. I love that. That will be my new favorite quote. So, yes, I want them to play and I want them to do all of the things, but then it comes to some stuff and it's like, okay, you're just destructive. Really? Is it necessary that you walk in and you just like mud splatter everywhere? Or you just grab random things and throw them all to the floor? That's ridiculous. And that's where minimalism is my friend because I'm like, see, if you only have two pairs of shoes, you can only lose so many shoes, right? Like it helps a little bit. Yeah, it's got to be youngest child syndrome because oh my gosh, she is just so much from the moment she wakes up this morning. You guys, it was the cutest thing ever. Like sometimes I wish a camera could just be like rolling to catch some of these things because they're so cute. Um, oh, that's so funny, Shalise. I've got to pull that book up. That sounds really cute. Um, what? I'm just doing a live after lunch. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I knew y'all be in the pool as soon as you can. Um, I can't see what that is. Oh, very cool. Um, They painted themselves. Yeah, Olivia is, yeah, she's like the Mountain Dew of toddlers. She is just next level. But she wakes up this morning. It was so cute. Because she goes to bed in her own bed, which is in our room. And then at some point in the middle of the night, she always ends up in bed with us. She wakes up and like a burst of energy, like shimmies herself over to Brandon and like climbs up on top of him and is like rubbing his face and kissing him and just giving him all these little loves. And it was the cutest thing ever. And then in no time flat, she's like just crazy and all over the place and driving everyone nuts. Yes. Oh my goodness. Hello, Blossom. Oh my goodness. I wish we could be closer. Snuggle all of you kiddos. See if we can put all of the kids together. Then they are like off and gone and like doing all of their things. So everybody just needs to come here and we can all congregate together. That would be so much fun. Oh, they're all so cute. See, and that's Holly over in England. Remember, that's their smallest. And they're like really close in age. They're not that far apart. No, to Ollie. Yeah, Olivia, and it's so funny because Olivia as a baby was Are you still in pajamas?
Well, she's in her pajama shirt, but I told her that she had to at least change her pants. No, this morning and night.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm the cat's meow today.
You are the cat's meow because it's Catterday.
It is Catterday, and I wear every Catterday. I have to wear.
Every Catterday, she wears cat clothing. She wears cat clothing nearly every day. Let's be for real. Olivia was such a calm baby. She was so chill and so calm. And now we look at her and we all go, "Oh my word!" Like, I think our other kids were active. Virginia was very active. Lily was like, I feel like they were, but compared to Olivia, like maybe my memory is just bad, but compared to Olivia, ugh, I don't know about that. All of us, yeah, all of us by the end of the day, even the kids are like, Olivia, I'm just done. I'm so done with you today. I'm just tired and I want to go to bed. Because it takes all of us to try to keep up with her. And it's so funny how all of us by the end were like, no, we're so done.
We just put her in bed.
So we were looking up, so you guys will probably see this. This will maybe be in like the vlog this week, but I'm looking for like busy box or busy bag or something ideas because we were talking about it and we were like, when we do Bible in the morning, trying to do school, there's like a couple different periods during the day where I'm like, I need to come up with like a few different like individual boxes or something of like special things that you get to do just for that time period. Like every day we could pull out and you get one that you get to do for that. And so we were looking at different ideas today of like what is something that we can do. So like doing Bible in the morning and a couple different like just little periods of the day that we're trying to get stuff done that like she can have a super special activity that she gets to do for that might possibly occupy her without being completely and utterly destructive at the same time. That's what we need to find. Yeah, so I've never had a kid that we necessarily needed to do something like this for. So if you guys want to spam me with any of your like busy bag ideas, like Instagram or message me on Facebook or something, because I will happily take any of your suggestions. Because outside, we've made sure our outside space that she has here in her yard, dandelion Play-Doh, that would be fun. I've set it up so that way she can be pretty content out here. We've got to fix and come up with a gate solution that we haven't done yet, but we got a little like turtle pool so she can have water. She's got a little mud pit area, so like she has things out here. But sometimes when we need her to be inside, yeah, during the day she can totally be outside and totally do that, but then there's times we don't like her being out here if somebody's not being able to watch and pay attention. So like when we're trying to do Bible or we're trying to do school, we're trying to do some different things, I'm like, I need something that you can do inside. And then the days when the weather is really bad and she can't be outside, and especially we're getting into like thunderstorms and stuff like that, she loses her marbles. And I'm like, child, we have to find a way to keep you occupied inside. I thought about that if we did one and maybe had like some different Play-Dohs or something, and like you said, if you make it, if somebody eats it, it's not the end of the world, they'll be okay. And do something, because this kid is next level, you all. I don't know if the vlogs properly convey it, but if if we did like a pure Ollie vlog one day of just like all of Olivia's nonsense and chaos. It would be a lot. She's pretty crazy. Don't mind the motorcycle going down the road. Whatever that was making a ton of noise. I have to keep touching this because the comments keep going away for me. But then it... Yes, send me a screenshot of the dandelion Play-Doh. That would be awesome. And I know we're about at an hour, which is exciting because it means I can break my 24-hour fast, which I'm really excited to do. Definitely feeling hungry the closer we get. But I still think that the, I watched a documentary that Brandon's chiropractor recommended to us about fasting. And then I watched a few others as well, like going into it. So like, I love the idea and like seeing it work, but doing a 24-hour fast, I actually think I really like. Oh, can you give them the box at the end of the car? Okay, this might be a good time to go because FedEx just showed up and I'm trying to send something back. So I need to go give that to them. Oh, yay, you figured out how to join the lives on the new phone. That's awesome. Yes, can you give him that? Yeah, give that to him. Maybe the girls have got it. We tried to get one of those self-cleaning vacuums that hook up with the pool that we got, and it's not working so well. But I think the girls just dropped it. But anyways, 24-hour fast, I get to go break that in about 9 minutes. So I'm going to go make my shake so I can enjoy that because those shakes are so good. I've been like dying to get it, to eat it again. That's what I've missed the most. So hopefully you guys are enjoying, those of you that are trying. A toddler hamster wheel. We do need a toddler hamster wheel. All right, I'm going to go down and check on this with them. Thank you guys for hanging out. I've enjoyed it so much. See you guys for church tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then, yeah, all of the things. Bye, guys.